Each person has the right to express one's idea and thought. Artists also have the right to express their thoughts and criticize current state of affairs in the country through a variety of forms of art. 2017, 21st century. In South Korea, 1.9 million Koreans came out to streets throughout past 5 months and held candles to get back their rights and fight for South Korean government. Kids, high school students, college students, moms, dads, teachers, and congresspeople. Why? Why do people have to come out the street in the cold weather? What makes people to fight for? April 16, 2014, the Sarah ferry sank on its route to Jeju Island. Out of 476 passengers in the ferry, 304 people are killed in the disaster. Among 476, 325 passengers are secondary students of Danon High School. They are on a ferry trip to Jeju Island. They still couldn't come back home from the ferry trip. In 2014, all people are deeply depressed, and the hope that the kids could come back home has faded. From the disaster, people lose someone they love: sons, daughters, parents, teachers, and friends. It's been past 3 years since the disaster, but all of the nations still remembers the victims and students, and pray for them coming back to their family. We believe that all the victims in the Sarah ferry could survive if the government did the right things at the right times. Why the government couldn't tell the truth to the public? What did President Park do when 476 people are sinking under the oceans and calling their parents in the dark? Why the government tries to hide and stop people to reveal the truth? We believe that we have the right to know the truth of what happened on the day. We want to know why they haven't come back from the long journey for 3 years. Artists also criticize the government and express their thoughts through artworks. They films, they photograph, they write, they speak out, and they paint. However, since some time ago, some of our artists have lost their opportunity, being threatened, and not able to do what they want to do through art for some reasons. Artists are wondering, but there are no answers. In 2016, we found out the answers, that artist blacklist exists. 9,473 artists have been placed on the blacklist since 2014, serving to restrict their speech and expressions. Artists who have tried to reveal the truth of Sarah ferry disasters, artists who have supported the opposition party are excluded. Ordering from the Blue House and creating by the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sports. Freedom of speech and expressions do not exist South Korean in 2017. Movie Diving Bell, which is the with truth of Sarah ferry sinking, was meant to play at Busan International Film Festival in 2014, which is the biggest film festival in South Korea. Funding from government support was cut back by $800 million because they played the movie in the festival. The Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sports ordered people to write bad movie review and blame it online. And also the minister paid for people to protest against the movie and interrupt the movie screening by purchasing a movie ticket during the film festival. The tickets sold out, but there are a lot of empty seats in the movie theaters during the film festival. the director of the movie and staff didn't get it at the time why it happened. However, now they realize that it's because of the artist blacklist. Hong Sang-dam is a painter who creates several works that describe the Seoul Fair disaster and depict President Park Geun-hye as an evil was excluded from Gwangju Biennale, which is the best-known international art film festival in South Korea. Also, Sang-dam said that he received death threats on the phone and random people come to his apartment and treat him in person. Furthermore, 6,517 artists who support Moon Jae-in, the opposition candidate from Minju Party of Korea, during the presidential election in 2012, and 1,608 artists who support Park Won-soon, who is the mayor of Seoul in South Korea during the 2014 Seoul mayoral elections, have been placed on the blacklist. We live in the 21st century. South Korea has been a democratic country since 1948. Numerous people fight for the freedom and democracy, and they are killed for it. However, we lost what we gained from the history. We want the chief of public culture organizations to take responsibility for the problem and resigned. We want the minister who have responsibility on the artist blacklisting to admit their mistake and apologize to the public and the artist. We want the person who are in charge of cultural police to protect the artist by making a new cultural support system. Artist blacklisting has to be banned to guarantee freedom of speech and expression for artists and individuals. Art is one of the ways to express one's thoughts, educate, and communicate with others. Art has to say truth and history. A government is not the one who evaluates truth and history. People who will live next generations evaluate it in the futures. It's right or not. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism have to review artist work and financial support that have limited by artist blacklisting. And also, the government has to give opportunity to artists showing the works to public, and we consider financial supporting and benefit the artist has been excluded. We live in democratic country. We also have the right to say, right to sign up petitions, and right to protest for protecting our freedom of speech and expressions, not only for artists, but also ourselves. Until all the artists in the country are guaranteed one's freedom of speech and expressions. Until all the artists in this country are totally being free from the government and the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. Until all the artists can have benefit and opportunities fairly. We need to support artists and pay attention to the government and the ministry to make arts better in the country.